Good morning, everyone out there. I am Corinne Braxton, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Bozeman, Montana. It's a cloudy, sort of gray day. Not real gray, but it's cloudy. It's probably about 60 degrees here. And I have two really fun projects today. We will take a few moments to let people find us. This is a different time for me. So let me find myself on my iPad. Let me just reach down here and let's see what we've got going in. It takes a few minutes for Facebook. Let's see once I'm going to try to refresh. I don't see it myself so far. Let's see what's here. I usually come to you. Oh, here I am. I usually come to you on Tuesdays. Good morning, Jeannie. Good to see you this morning. It's always nice when I see that first person on. There we go. Swipe left. Okay, to see comments. Okay. There we go. Oops. Yeah, you're the only one so far, Jeannie, but it takes about 5 minutes. It takes about 5 minutes before people can find us. And especially on a new day and time when people aren't they're normally tuned into Tuesdays at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. It's noon Mountain Time. I'm here in Montana. So we'll give it a few minutes. I'm just going to talk to you about some things. Some of you will want to go back and look at the replay. We're going to be working out of our annual catalog today. It's just a great catalog. We're going to be using the bundle, Wildflower Designs. It is sort of a hidden one. Well, it's not hidden in the catalog. Good morning, Carla. So it has a set of fabulous dies that we're going to be using today. And Stampin' Up! Announced that the special for June, usually there's some kind of a special each month, and last month it was the joining special, the starter kit. This month we have 10% off of stamp and die bundles, plus the machines, the little cutting machine, the little mini cut and emboss, and then the larger one, which I'm not going to pick up. I have some rotator issues going on, so I'm trying to protect that a little bit. Anyway, that starts on Wednesday, June 5th, and it goes all the way until June 30th. So that is what we have going on, and I think so you all know that bundles are normally, if something is bundled for the first time, it gets a 10% off. It's always a 10% savings. And so this month, all of these bundles in the catalog that are currently bundled, it would be 20%. So that's pretty neat. There's a whole page, there's a whole section of bundles that starts, we have our suites, and any of those products can be bundled. But then we have some bundles that are starting on page 56 of our catalog. 56, and they go all the way. They're all brand new bundles, not the Encore, because those are carried over and they're not bundled anymore. But so we have all of the bundles go all the way through page 73. So page 57 to 73 are the bundles, plus the ones that are, so that is, I see people are trying to come in and they can't figure out where the site is. They're texting me. Anyway, it's a great special. So, hi Lisa, good to see you this morning. And we have a few people joining us. So let's turn the camera down and we'll get started. And a few more I know will find us during that time. Hold on. There we are. These are some cards that are coming up in some of my classes. I just had a stamping bingo this weekend. We had 15 people here in person. It was quite a big event and we had a lot of fun. We had lots of people, lots of food, lots of games, lots of prizes, lots of stamping. So, but now I'm going to be, I will be here next week, Tuesday, on my normal Facebook time. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you too this morning. But then my next class is going to be a fun fold class, and that is June 15th. This is one of the cards from that. That's June 15th. If you're not on my email list, please message me, let me know, or text me or whatever, and email me, let me know, and I'll add you to my email list. Then we have a airplane masculine class. That is June 20th. It's a Thursday. We'll be doing 5 cards. That's one of those. And then at the end of the month, I have, on the 27th, I have a stamp camp. It's an all-day Saturday. This is one of the cards for that. And that's going to be using the country birdhouse and the country flowers. So those are some things that I also have the normal Tuesday Facebook Live. And then I have a cookies, cards, and coffee. I didn't bring anything up for that. But anyway, just wanted to show you some samples. This just helps me line things up, make sure things are working okay. And now we are going to go to our hi, Cindy. Good to see you this morning. You're there in Colorado. Okay. I'm going to pick those up and pull in my catalog here. This is my, oh, I don't even have the June host code. That's totally wrong. I don't even know what I do have a June host code, but it's not written out. I forgot about that. Okay, today we are working with, out of our catalog, we're working on pages 40 and 41. It's called Wildly Flowering. It's this, quite honestly, I totally overlooked this whole bundle. I thought, I don't like that paper. It looks too old-fashioned. I'm not going to get it. So for my first couple of orders, I did not order this. Well, finally I ordered it. I ordered the suite, and it is one of my favorites. I just love it. This uses all the colors from last year, the ones that are in colors from last year, the boho blue and the wild wheat and the moody. You're going to use some moody mauve and misty moonlight. Some of these colors from last time. But I love these dies. Oh my goodness, they're fabulous. Now this is the embossing folder. It's called, it comes with a suite. You can buy just the bundle. You can do that. Or you cannot buy the suite right now because the gems, these are called adhesive-backed texture dots. They look like little nails with, indentations. They're really like just perfect for flower centers. But these are on back order for about 4 more days. And so you cannot order the whole suite number. But this is the embossing folder. We are not using it today, but you can sort of see it's called Dashing Designs. It's a 3D, and it's very nice. Very nice. This is basic beige. So that's still available, and the dies in the bundle. This would be 20% off now. So the normal bundle price is $47.50, and so you would get an extra 10% off of that. Okay, now let's close that up, and let's see, maybe you do, I do have one more little sticker in here. Oh, that's because I want to show you the picture, the cut and emboss machine, the big one and the small one. These are 10% off right now also. Okay, we're going to close those up and we're going to be using the Wildly Flowering designer papers. They're gorgeous. I don't know why I didn't like them in the beginning, but I sure do love them now, and I have enjoyed playing with this whole suite. I've made a lot of cards. I used this one for, actually the first card that we do is going to be just an easy card. I did this for a swap, and I love swapping. Hey Martina, good to see you this morning. Yes, you do. Okay, this is what I did for one of my business swaps. So we're going to do that card today, and then we're going to do a fun fold also. So let's pull our things out. You're going to get to see a lot of different things. I'm going to get 2 different ribbons. We're going to make a lot of choices today. So I'm going to have you voting on things. We're going to make an envelope too. So we're going to, okay, we've got some, I have 2 envelopes that I've already made like this. You can see this is the wild wheat and this is the Misty Moonlight. I'm wearing a Misty Moonlight shirt today. Anyway, I don't own any clothes that are wild wheat. It's a good accent color for sure. Okay, here are the measurements. I do have, good morning, Levon, Martina, Cindy, Sherry. Oh, Sherry, I'm glad you found, Sherry Hill, I'm glad you found me. Hi, and you can, ladies, you can set your settings, your notifications if later on YouTube. I do post my videos to YouTube, so you can ring the bell and all those things. So this is our card base. It's going to be a side folding card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. You scored at 4 1/4. So it's just a normal card, just like that. The inside is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go in there like that. I think I'll just put it in right now so I don't lose it. We'll do that and get it out of the way. I am going to be stamping on it, but I think I can easily stamp on that. Okay, pull that off. All of the measurements I already have typed up. I will post them. Hey, Kelly, good to see you this morning. I just sent your package out this morning, so you should have it in a few days. Kelly in Oklahoma. So anyway, now on this card, I used the wild wheat. You're going to tell me, do you want moody mauve or should I use wild wheat? So, and then we have, so that measurement is 3 3/4 by 5. I took the a white 3.5 by 4 3/4 and I embossed it with the eyelet. Where did I put that? I don't know. Oh, here it is. So that's, you tell me, you type in, do you want me to use moody mauve or wild wheat? I use the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. You like the wild wheat, Jeannie? Okay. Anyway, this is a great folder. I've used it a ton. I really like it. It's probably my favorite of all of the new ones. I do like, we have some new giant size ones too. They're sort of fun. I really like all of them. Okay, you're telling me, do you want wild wheat or moody mauve? And I'm going to show you the dies. I've got a whole thing of, I'm really sorry that I didn't write the June. I do have a June house code. These are the dies, and they're, I'm so glad the Stamping Up calls things the same thing now as the stamp set. So we have the Wildflower Designs, and we have Wildflower Designs dies. They used to do opposite names and it was so confusing. But this is a really big one and I really like it. It stitches, you can sort of see on both the inside and the outside. Then we have the scallop like this. When you die cut this, you get the outside scallop and you get the inside. And I have lots of these little stamp cases. You know, we sell these. And so, like, when you cut something out, you would cut, that one die will cut 2 different pieces like this. Just from this. This cuts out the inside. So, and then you have all those pieces left over. And then this piece is a separate one. Or you could even put it in there like that, and you can do that too. But I've cut out like the white. Oh, I've cut out the designer paper so with this one, I cut out 2 different designer papers. This is the Misty Moonlight, that's the Moody Mauve, and I use that, and you can see the stitching around the edges. Okay, wild wheat for you too, Levon. Alrighty, thank you, ladies, for voting. I'm going to put these away before I lose them. We're going to use some of the flowers too in the in the fun fold. And I really appreciate your comments and your thumbs up, and if you're sharing, that always helps me. Let's see what else we have here. So we're going to have a moody mauve or a We are going to definitely use the scallop frame. Let's see what's Hello Munch. Wild wheat. Hello, Mary Ellen from California. Wild wheat from Sherry. I think we're going to use wild wheat. Well, that's good because we're going to use a lot of Moody Mauve in the second card. So we'll use the Moody Mauve in this card. We'll save that one for another card. I'm going to close that up so I don't spill things. And I'm going to take this off and put that right there so I can take a peek at it. And we're going to use my seal. Oops. Make sure we have the right side opening. Yes, we do. Okay, this is going to have a pretty good sized border. And then this measurement, 3.5 by 4 and 3, everything is a 1/4 inch down. So just a 1/4 inch. I like that. Sometimes when you emboss, it may shrink just a slight amount. Now, this is a pretty deep embossing, and anytime, well, sometimes I use it like this, but usually what I do is I like to put my adhesive right on the cardstock, or I'll use my Tombow right on here. But you know me, I do not like to get my fingers sticky, especially on a video. I don't like to get sticky anytime, actually. So there's our card so far. And the next thing we're going to do is put this on. And for this, I'm going to bring in my little silicone mat. I don't know. I'm going to Wisconsin, and I always take a few crafting things with me. My mom has some. She has a little room of crafting things, but some of her things are pretty old, and I tend to bring my own little things, like my chamois and my silicone mat and my scissors and all my things. I like to have my own tools. And so usually she's 97 and a half. She's not as capable of doing cards anymore as she was before. She still makes things, and but she can't really design anymore. That's just too hard for her. But she still loves it, and so we put paper pumpkins together and things like that. Now I could leave that embossed part, but I'm going to just show you how this fits in here like this. But we're going to lay some ribbon. We're going to you could use this white ribbon. This is the iridescent ribbon. Maybe we'll do that just to give it a change. I used this navy blue one before, but I think we're going to use the iridescent one. So I'm going to, anyway, quite honestly, I take my silicone mat anytime we go any place on a trip because I like to do a little crafting, and if I have downtime in the hotel or whatever, wherever I'm staying, and I love my silicone mat. Anyway, we're going to cut this off a little bit. This ribbon is very pretty. It's very iridescent, sparkly. And okay, we're going to set that aside. And now we're going to put our... Now, you tell me, do you want me to use this wild wheat like this? Or should I use the Misty Moonlight like this one? What do you think? Which one? You tell me. And while we're doing that, we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp. Where's my little piece of paper that I'm going to stamp on? We're going to stamp our words, and I think I forgot my Misty Moonlight ink, but I think it's right back here, right behind me. When I'm in Florida, I have my ink pads right on my desk. Here I have so many that I keep them right behind me. I just swivel my chair around and it works out great. So you're voting. Do you want me to do Misty Moonlight or Wild Wheat? I'm going to move that aside and you can tell me. This is a, so I've got Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to stamp You've Been on My Mind. Like that. Isn't that a beautiful font? Just a beautiful font for sure. And then we're going to stamp on the inside. We're going to stamp something. So you're still voting. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. You've been on my mind, and I'm going to put, I love the sentiment, sending happy thoughts. You're sending happy thoughts. There we go. Very pretty. And we're going to do a flower on the inside. I think we're going to do this big one. Looks like maybe a Queen Anne's lace. Very pretty. It could be, I don't know, it could be a hydrangea too. I'm not sure what it is, but I think probably Queen Anne's lace, because that's out in the wild. Okay, we are going to close that up, and that's the inside. Now, let's see what you decided here on this. Let's see what you have decided. Misty, Misty, Misty. Misty, Misty, one wild wheat. Misty, Misty, Misty. We're going to do Misty. Misty Moonlight this time, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, just love that stitching on everything. We're going to adhere this. I love the back of this too. That's almost like a crumb cake. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to try to get these to go. So funny how we, sometimes we don't like things when we first see them, and then we're just like, oh, I'm not going to buy that. Why would, I've got enough flowers. And then you see someone else do something sort of fun, and then you try it, and you just fall in love with it. And this is definitely a set that I will use a lot. I love these dies, and I just think it's a very, very pretty, useful set. We used to have a die that was like this. It was layered, but it wasn't stitched, and it was different. It was not nearly as nice as this one. So some of you might have that one. There we have it. We want to make sure we get our flowers going the correct way, so they're growing up rather than growing upside down. There we have that. And now I'm going to fussy cut this, and then we're going to put some gems on. We're going to do that. We're going to put those on, but I'm going to fussy cut this. Now I could have put it on a banner. I don't know. I just didn't want to cover up that pretty designer paper, so I'm just going to cut around. This is sort of a trendy thing, you know, to cut around words. We have a couple sets in our catalog. I'm moving my paper and my hand rather than my scissors. We have a couple sets in the catalog that actually do this kind of cutting. Not this one, but I'm just trying to keep everything round, and it doesn't take really very long to do the whole thing. Sometimes it's easier than getting out a die and die cutting something. I'm going to round that off a little bit. Okay, and there we have that, and I'm going to glue that on just like that with my regular glue, and I'm going to put it right on the middle. You could pop it up, but I already have one layer popped up, so I'm not going to do that. And now let's put our, we're going to use the wild wheat. Since we use the wild wheat there, we have Moody Maw, Boho, Copper, Clay, wild wheat, and pebbled path. So we're going to do, oop, I can't get it off of there. I'm going to put one up there, and my putty is, sometimes you need to sort of squeeze it toward the top, and I'm going to put another one right here at the bottom, another one at the bottom with it. So we have 3 altogether. 3 is a nice pleasing number, and there we have that card. Our first card, You've Been on My Mind. Sending happy thoughts. That works out nicely, I think. Let's see once. Let's put let's do a envelope to match it. I'm gonna take this wheat paper. There's the Moody Mauve on the other side. So whenever you do an envelope like this, you can take your Tombow. But I'm not really, I would always pick up my seal. I put it right next to use my little silicone mat. And I put lots of adhesive on like that. And then I want to make sure that my paper is right next to that crease, like that. And then you can just fussy cut it. with your little snips. Save that for another time. This is how fast and easy it is to cover an envelope. Now, I will have all of these measurements below. It takes me about 3 or 4 minutes after I get the video stopped and then to post the directions. And then it takes me about an hour, though, to put them on YouTube. So that's our first card. And here is the one I made before. So, Misty Moonlight and Wild Wheat. Okay, next we're going to do a little... Oh, thank you very much, Carla. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. Put that over there. Bring in our... Oh, before I forget, I'm going to show you a couple things. This was a swap card I received from Julie Beltramo. I don't know where she's from. Oh, California, Hollister, California. I received this on my, I thought it was a beautiful card. I'm going to open it up, actually. I have opened it up, but I put it back in the envelope, but I should have left it out. Didn't want to lose her name. It opens up, it's like this. It's a flap card that we're going to do today. So we're going to do one of these or something similar, but this is using the new beige and Moody Mauve. Really pretty card. And one that I did, I love doing collages, and I probably maybe 2 months ago I did a video on making collages, so you can go back in YouTube or on Facebook. And I did it with this stamp. I thought it worked really nicely with all these colors. And then I made this card. I'll take it out of the plastic. And here's another one I made too. That one uses a variety. I don't like that one as well. That had nothing to do with the collage, but I used some of this too. I really think this turned out nicely. Oh, good afternoon to you, Peggy. So sending happy thoughts. And then there's that little strip on the inside. So I just die cut that really large piece. And from that large piece, I got that outside and the inside. But isn't that neat? So anyway, really fun set. I hope you'll give it a try. We're going to make, this is a card I did for another video, another swap that I was in. And I haven't gotten these back yet. I mean, you don't get your own back, but I haven't gotten the swaps back. They should be coming this week, but I will be gone to Wisconsin. So anyway, this is one, these are some that I did for my swap. Again, I used the same, I think I had to make 20, so I did 10 of each. And then like this on the inside, and this folds down. These are very easy to make. So we're going to make a Moody Mauve one today. So first thing we're going to do is bring in our Moody Mauve, and you're going to use, this time we're using a base that is 4 1/4 by 11, and you're going to score it at 3.5 plus 9. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I'm going to open up my arm. And let's see if you could all see that. If when I stand up, I can tell. Okay, we're going to use the 3.5. And I put a piece of washi tape up here. I don't like to see the centimeters. Some people like to see the centimeters because they convert cards. I don't ever do that, so I always use washi tape to cover that. I like being able to see the inches. So 3.5 is right there. And then we're going to move it over to 9. If I were doing lots of these, I'd use my Simply scoreboard. But if I'm just doing one to show you, I'm just going to do it like this. This is easy enough. Just like that. And tuck that in. Love that paper trimmer. It's the very best paper trimmer I've ever used. And I've used a bunch of them. My poor mother, the last time I was there, she had one that was probably 25 years old. And so then I couldn't stand using it, so I bought her a new one. They are only $25. They might be $26 now. Anyway, they're fabulous. It's a fabulous trimmer. Okay, I cut 2 pieces. So you could choose. The top piece is 4 inches by 3 1/4, and then the bottom is 4 inches by 1 3/4. So those are the two choices that you have. I'll show you what they look like. I know which one I like better, but you can decide. There's the Moody Mauve. Thank you, Jeannie. That's Moody Mauve. And then this one is the Crumb Cake with the Moody Mauve. This is the bottom piece. Those are the sizes right there. If you want to take a picture, although they're all typed up, and you can. That's the that is the Crumb Cake. Which one do you think? Some of you could. You guys vote. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing today? So we're going to use a white, and then we're going to use a. We're going to use the Crumb Cake piece like this. Which one do you want me to use, Moody Mauve or Crumb Cake? Keep voting, and we're going to keep voting, and we're going to be using the, let me see once, I'm going to get a bunch, I've got a lot of stuff in my envelope here, so I've got bows and things out of beige, and we're going to put those right there. But I'll tell you what we're going to do first. I think we'll just glue this together. You're voting, you're saying Moody, Carla. Okay. How many of you have this set? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I bought it. I really enjoy it. So this would be one. So this is how that would look, like that. Or that's the Crumb Cake. This is the Moody Mauve right here. So we're going to, hey Susan, how are you doing? That's the Moody Mauve. And this is the Crumb Cake. So you tell me. But while you're voting, I will do some stamping. So we're going to we're going to stamp some things. I have some things cut out. This is going to be the, these little banners are from the Unbounded Love. That is the best set. Crumb Cake for Kelly. I have all kinds of, I can't see everything, but I'm gonna go through these in a minute. So we're gonna do our words on this. We're gonna use the Moody Mauve. So I'm just gonna set this aside. You're still voting. You're gonna keep voting, and I'm gonna just put this right here and stamp it. I've got 2 of them just in case I make a mistake. So this is going to be a thank you card. Because you've already seen the other one, so we're going to do thank you on this one. I'm going to get my head over it as much as I can. There we go. I'm going to just do 2 of them. There we go. It's even a little bit better. Okay. And then we're going to stamp. So you're still voting Crumb Cake or Moody Mauve. And then we have we're going to do a flower. And I have, this is the way we're going to do it, because we can either do, so I'm going to, this is one way to do it. We'll do one of each, and then you can decide which you like better. So you can, because it's a red rubber, I'm going to turn it upside down and put it on like that. And then I'm going to take my clear block and press it. Then I just tip it over and there. So then I don't have to use my embossing. Normally, when I'm stamping, I stamp and then I die cut. But when I'm doing something on the camera like this, it's just a little bit trickier to bring everything up. And I like to be efficient with my time. Okay, the other one that we're going to do is this one. This is this one definitely is a Queen Anne's lace. So we're going to put it like this. We'll see whichever one turns out better. We're going to match up the stem first. You don't have to use a block like that. You can just use your hand, but I just tend to do that. And then there it is. So we have 2 flowers, just as pretty as can be. And let's see, we better stamp something on the inside while we can. I think we'll do, where is my inside? Oh, do I not have an inside piece? I don't think I do. Let me see if I can find one though, here in my little stash. I think I have one right here. Oh, this will work just fine. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna leave it blank at the top, and we're going to do some stamping along the bottom, like that. And we have a little stamp that's like this. We'll just put a little bit of, it's a little bit overkill. I don't think I would do that next time, but actually I think I'll turn my paper over. I don't really like that. So I think we'll just do this in the corner like that. I think that's better. And sometimes less is more, is much better for us. So that's the end of the stamping. Are you still all voting? No, I got Moody Mauve ink on my fingers because I just put my finger in there. Okay, we're going to put this on the inside of our flap. This is the flap fun fold. I'm going to tip it over. Here's my other side that I didn't really like. I'm going to put this in. And there's that part of it. Now, let's see. Let's go back, and you're going to tell me if you wanted, which you wanted here. We've got all kinds of things going on. We've got sort of a mess. Let me see once. Oh, hey, Linda. I thank you very much for, that's a little trick to do it upside down like that. That's, you know, you can, whenever you're cutting out dies like these, you can cut 2 layers before they're stamped. And it's just, when I'm doing a class, it's just easier to do that. Moody, 1 crumb cake. Hey, Susan. Moody, crumb cake, Moody. Moody, crumb cake. Okay, I think we better do, we are going to do the Moody Mauve. That seems to be the top pick. My pick was the crumb cake, but that's okay. I have another card. I can do that one also. So I have enough pieces cut, but I think they're both really pretty. Actually, we could use either side. So this one's going to go on here like this. This one's going to go on the top. I forgot about the other side. And I think it's going to be a really pretty design. Oops, daisy, my border is not even at all. I should not have pushed it down quite so hard. Just going to lift it up real. That's the nice thing about the seal. You have a little bit of time. There we go. That's better. There we go. Much better. And there is our pretty card. I'm going to set that aside in my envelope for the next one. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put this on first. And I'm going to just... We're going to leave sort of the bottom half open. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Tombow on this one, take my reverse tweezers, and just put a little bit of adhesive. You don't need much. And that's the key about Tombow. A little bit will go a long way on that. Do you see how you do not want any glue down here? So we're going to let that sort of rest for a second. And then this is going to go we could do 2 flowers or 1 flower. I'm not sure. We'll see. We can put a bow. We can put a ribbon like that, or we can put. I think I'm going to use the. I think the ribbon is too big. This bow is too big. I think we're going to do, what we're going to do next is going to put our dimensionals in here. That's the crumb cake. I don't remember what was on the other side of that. Can't remember now. Okay, there we go. And take those up with take your pick tool. You know, this take your pick tool is a great little invention. Love it. I take these now and put them just right in my little trash can next to me. This has it has a blade like this also. Then it has the brush. It has the putty tip. This comes off and you can put a brush tip in. I keep my brush over by my machine. So, okay, so I've only got dimensionals up here. We don't want them down below. We don't want to. So now I'm going to stick this in like this. Okay, and there is our card. It looks like it's a little bit crooked. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to take this off. And now we have this. Like that. Or we can do that one like that. And I think we're going to do our thank you down here. So I think we'll use this flower. And we're going to pop that one up also. Just put 2 dimensionals on that. We're going to pop it up. This is a really simple, I love fun folds, but I only like easy fun folds. Next week, I'm going to do a fun fold for you. 2 fun folds, I actually have it all planned already. Okay, I'm going to do, this one is going to go flat. So I'm going to just put my adhesive on there. So next week I'll be coming to you on Tuesday again. Today I just had to make an exception because I'm traveling, flying tomorrow. So there is our thank you. And we're going to put a little, I think I did a bow, but that's too much. It's too big. We're going to do a glue dot on here. And, oh, my camera's falling off the stand all of a sudden. It's tilting. It's been pretty good. Oh, thank you. It is pretty paper. Very pretty. And you know what? I didn't like it. I can't believe I didn't like it. I'm just going to sort of roll that up. Oops, where did it go now? Oh, it's on my thumb. I'm going to put it right there on the bottom. It is pretty paper, that's for sure. I love the fact that, there we go. And there is our card, thank you. You could have even left I could have taken the thank you off and just put it in the inside too. That would have been pretty too. So our other card looks like, what does it look like? Oh, these are the other 2. We need some gems on this one. So these are the other ones that I did ahead of time. And let's see once. What did I have? I was going to do these iridescent. These are some of my favorite. These were a gift at my bingo this weekend. We had a hearts and hugs theme. And we're going to do they're really pretty. I'm going to hold these up and see if you can see how they just shimmer like that. They're called iridescent faceted, but they're really gorgeous. Really, really like them a lot. I'm going to use a couple up here. We're going to use the bigger ones right there. Oop, drop that one. We're going to use a small. We're going to use 5 on this card just because we can. I'm going to put a big one on the bottom here. And another small one. There we go. We've got 5 on there. And there we have it. And there is our card. Very pretty. It's a little crooked, but so which is your favorite of those 3? Oh, yes, I love those embellishments too, Kathy. You're so right. They're just as pretty as can be. All right, which one do you like? This is Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, and Moody Mauve. Which is your favorite of those 3? And this one needs a little bit more. You have to make sure your creases are really good to stay down. That'll stay down a little bit better. And I'll take pictures of all of these, and I'll have these posted too. So, alrighty, let's turn the camera back. Misty is your favorite. Lavar. Hey, Moody Mauve for Munch. Okay, you can see I'm wearing a Misty Moonlight shirt. I don't have too many Misty Moonlight. Oh, you think they're all cute. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Misty Moonlight. Sherry, I'm glad you found us. You were panicking, I know. Misty Moonlight. Sometimes you have to refresh your Facebook too. If it doesn't show up right away, go back out of it and come back in. And actually, I have to do that on my iPad to make sure that so that it's refreshed. It's a little bit tricky. You like the Misty Moonlight. Okay, well, anyway, we have lots of different cards, and we've made a lot of different things today. This is my only chance. I have such a busy day. Oh, my goodness. I had, this morning, I had physical therapy at 8 o'clock. Then I went to the chiropractor after that. I had a really big workout in physical therapy. And then I went to my chiropractor, and then I came home and doing this, and then this afternoon I have 2 more appointments. So I have a busy time, and then our son and grandson are coming for dinner tonight. So Jack's mom, or Andrew's wife, is out of town, so they're coming over for dinner. Thank you, Jeannie. Appreciate that. Now, don't forget about, this starts on Wednesday. Wednesday, we have more savings, 10% off stamping die bundles. Now, I sent an email last night with my new host code, and it also said, it talked about the bundle special that's starting on Wednesday, but I said it was for punches and dies. It is not for punches, only stamps and dies. So don't forget that. And also on Wednesday, we have Stamping Up announces or brings out 2 brand new kits. Don't know what they're going to be, but I will definitely order some of those. Those of us who are demonstrators, we get to pre-order for the next round of online exclusives. So we'll have more. We'll have some brand new online exclusives starting in July, and we demonstrators get to pre-order this Wednesday for those. So if you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator and would like to have that extra savings, I'd love to have you on my team. So with this special, so we demonstrators already get 20% off. Plus we have the 10% on the bundle normally, so that's 30, and then an extra 10%, that's 40 when you're a demonstrator. So there's quite a savings. And that's probably, I would think most people join for the savings. You don't have to do a business or anything. You can just be a hobby demonstrator and enjoy that savings. All righty, that's it, ladies. I will see you next Tuesday. Will be my normal 10 o'clock time, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. Bye.